Kick, drill, swim, the old standby when there's nothing else better to do. While it's a strategy I tend to avoid in most cases, in some situations it can be really effective for driving both skill and fitness to result in faster swimming. Hi everyone, Andrew here, helping you help your swimmers get faster. Kicking well in butterfly is one of those skills that many swimmers struggle with. And helping them learn that skill is not just about developing a better kick. While that's certainly a part of the process, swimmers also have to learn how to use that kick more effectively when they actually swim. In this video, we'll talk about one of the most effective strategies in order to make that happen. Let's check it out. Without a doubt, the legs are critical in butterfly. An effective kick creates a lot of propulsion. It moves swimmers down the pool. An effective kick also improves alignment. It helps get the hips up in the water. An effective kick is also critical for timing. When good kicking happens at the right time, there's more propulsion, there's better alignment. And so kicking is absolutely critical for speed. If swimmers don't get it right, butterfly is much more difficult to swim well, and so developing a great kick and developing the ability to use that kick when actually swimming butterfly is critical for fast swimming. Part of the problem, though, is that just doing kick sets and focusing on the kick itself is often not enough. There's two critical skills that need to be developed. Swimmers have to have effective kicking skills, and they have to have effective kicking skills while actually swimming. They're related, but they're not the same. And so good kicking is necessary for good kicking while swimming. If swimmers are terrible kickers, they're probably not going to be very good at kicking while actually swimming. But good kicking alone, such as kicking on the back, kicking on a board, whatever it is, it's not sufficient for good kicking while swimming. If swimmers are good kickers, that doesn't necessarily mean they're going to be good kickers while they swim. They need to develop both skill sets if they want to go fast in butterfly, and if either are ignored, there's going to be problems. If you never develop the kick and just try to get swimmers to kick well when they swim, probably not going to work very well. If you only work on the kick and just hope that swimmers are going to use the legs well when they swim, also probably not going to work very well. It can work with some swimmers, but the goal is to use strategies that help everyone improve. To do that, we have to be more comprehensive. So what should you focus on? Well, that depends on what the limiting factor is. If swimmers aren't good at kicking at all, emphasizing that is going to be more important. If swimmers are good kickers but struggle to integrate it in the stroke, it makes more sense to emphasize that skill. Regardless of the situation, both aspects need to be worked on, and let's talk about a strategy to do just that. For this purpose, one strategy I really like is kick, drill, swim, because it actually develops transfer from what they're doing when they kick to what they're doing when they swim. And it builds the skills at every step along the way. So the sequence for success is kick. They do some kicking. It could be anything you want. It could be on the back. It could be on the stomach. It could be with a board. It could be in streamline. It could be with a snorkel. It could be without a snorkel. That's up to you. Then they do a drill. And in this case, I really like 4 kicks, 1 pull because it has a lot of the aspects of butterfly. It emphasizes the kick timing, but we're still overloading the legs and really forcing swimmers to use the legs well. And then on the swim, anything goes. It could be speed stuff, it could be endurance stuff, it could be long, it could be short, it could be anything that you want. It's the overall concept that's important. Work the kick, learn how to use the kick when they swim by exaggerating it, and then let it happen on the swim, and they should be able to execute with great legs as they get better at this type of set over time. By working the kick in isolation, exaggerating the kick, and then integrating the kick, we're tackling each step of the process. And that increases the chances that swimmers are going to kick well within their stroke, and that is ultimately the goal that we're trying to achieve. With that concept in mind, it's not just about doing things smooth and easy. This is something that needs to be trained, and so add performance expectation. Add speed, add kick rate, add stroke rate, add fatigue, challenge them to execute these skills under pressure and execute these skills well under pressure. To overload the legs further, you can also resist the body, have them swim against a cord, have them swim against a parachute, have them swim against pulleys. You can do that with the kicking, the drilling, or the swimming, or you can do it with all of them. Same thing with resisting the feet. Put on drag socks, put on shoes. Now you're going to challenge them to execute the kick at a higher level by resisting the feet themselves. They're going to have to kick well, and they're going to have to kick better, and they're going to have to be able to sustain those kicks because it's going to be a whole lot more challenging to make that happen against that resistance. Finally, you can change the emphasis. If you want to do more of the kicking, load up on the kick part. If you want to do more of the drilling, load up on the drill part. If you want to do more of the swimming, load up on the swimming. So let's say you're doing 25s. If you want to emphasize the kick, do 5 of the kick, 1 of the drill, 1 of the swim. If you want to emphasize the drill, do 1 of the kick, 5 of the drill, 1 of the swim. If you want to emphasize the swim, do 1 of the kick, 1 of the drill, 5 of the swim. You could also change the distances. You could have them go 100s for the kick, 25s for the drill, 25s for the swim. 25s of the kick, 100s of the drill, 25s of the swim. Or you could do 25s of the kick, 25s of the drill, and if they can handle it, 100s of the swim. The numbers don't matter. It's just the concept. By changing how many reps you do or how long those repetitions are, you can change the emphasis on any one of the 3 aspects. And of course, you can just do totally different things on each aspect too. But the idea is to move from kick to drill to swim and challenge swimmers in that way. There are no rules here, just whether you get the results that you're looking for. So here are a couple example sets to illustrate these concepts. So the first thing they're doing, they're going 475s, a 25 dolphin kick with a board, 25 4 kicks, 1 pull, 25 fly, and they're going to descend those 1 to 4. Then they're going 150 as 25 dolphin kick with a board, 25 4 kicks, 1 pull, 25 fly with a big negative split on the back half of that 150. Then they're finishing off 50 butterflies strong. Then they're going to repeat that same process, except they're going the dolphin kick on the back instead of the dolphin kick on the board, and that 50 butterfly should be better at the end. Now with this particular set, there's an even amount of kicking, drilling, and swimming. As I just mentioned, that does not have to be the case. And of course, you can do totally different things that aren't continuous swimming. They can be totally separate repetitions, totally separate activities, totally separate distances. It's all about how you want to make it happen within the context of the framework. Next set is more of a speed set. So they're going to go 25 kick, build to fast, 25 4 kicks, 1 pull, minimize stroke count and time, and then 25 butterfly, minimize stroke count and time. Rounds 1 and 4 with a drag sock, 2 and 5 with no equipment, 3 and 6 with a parachute. And then at the end, they're finishing it off with a 25 fast fly. So here, we're challenging them to work through the kick, the drill, and the swim. We're giving them different parameters that they have to hit, and we're using different types of resistance to challenge those skills and challenge the ability to use the legs effectively. So with this simple framework, there are tons of different options. You can train it in all sorts of different ways to help swimmers prepare for all sorts of different things. The main idea here is that you set it up, you give them the chance to exaggerate the skill you want, and then you give them the chance to integrate the skill to help them get better. If you want to learn more about how to develop effective kick timing in butterfly, check out the video below.